I represent Lautoka Chamber of Commerce and Industry. So we have been, since the issue has been escalating, so we have been trying to gather the feedback and opinion of the relevant stakeholders, including the houses, individuals, and especially the businesses. And also, I would like to thank the government of the day for inviting us for this meeting and tabling this termite issue, because this is a national issue, not a district or not a town issue. Because in Lautoka, most of the houses or properties are not in a proper structure because it has been damaged by termite. And if a severe cyclone strikes Lautoka, because cyclone path is the western division of Fiji, as we all know, many people will be killed, many people will lose their properties. So it's a very serious concern. So, and also people are losing their most income in spending everything in renovating their properties. And we have tried to gather information and feedback from the business and even the individuals. Why are you not addressing the issue? Why are you keeping quiet? They said they are helpless. The reason is that they are facing financial difficulties. They cannot afford to renovate the properties, because the reason is that they are not able to access the finances from the bank or any of the financial institutions, because most of their houses are not according to engineer's plan or on the leasehold properties, or are not according to the requirement by the financial institutions. And also major concern is that agriculture sector is also being damaged, because the sugarcane farms are being infested by termites, and the farmers are raising concerns that their sugar production this year will be quite low, and in the years to come, they said there will be a thing to concern for them. So I hope on that biosecurity do agree with us on that note, because we try to gather information from each individual. And also it is disheartening to see situations whereby the people who are, people are on their dinner table or on their lunch tables and the termites fall on their plates. It's so disheartening. Even situations that we have also got feedback that people sleep overnight and the timber falls on them. Why? Because the structures are weak. There's nothing to hold. So those situations has also been overcome in Lautoka, especially in the interiors where the house structures are not that strong. And also the major we try to identify even the causes. What are the causes of that? And they said they lack knowledge what to do. There's lack of awareness. We understand biosecurity is trying their best, but the individuals are not able to gather much more information what to be done. Especially the basic things like they are having all the debris or rotten timbers in their backyards, which is a major food for termite, and they are not removing it. And that is leading to the spread of termite from one house to another. Likewise, also in Lautoka city, we have tried to get feedback from the business houses that the business houses, the landlords actually are not renovating their properties. The reason is that they said if they renovate the property, the rent will increase, and because the cost of renovation will have to be passed on to the tenants, and when the rent increases, they lose their tenants. And the tenant has been raising concerns because they are losing their business, because if some of the properties haven't been renovated, but they are facing challenges in doing the business because the cost of rent also has gone up. And one of the major feedback that we are also try to gather is that people are shy about coming up. They do not want to own up that their property is being infested by termites. If any of the biosecurity vehicles, I am sure that all the pest control companies over here agree to me that if any of the biosecurity vehicles come to their premises for inspection, they feel shy. That is the major reason they do not report. They do not want to disclose to their neighbors that their property is infested, because that's the human nature. So we also tried to get feedback that what can be done. We tried to, in all our consultation meetings, community meetings, in all our Lautoka Chamber of Commerce meetings, we tried to get feedback or solution what can be done. And that's the first thing they said, that the regular inspection needs to be done. It should be a compulsory thing in all the houses in the termite infested areas. Every individual houses need to be inspected, and then a report need to be generated. It's not about the people coming by themselves and reporting it. Some are not aware that their property is invested, or some are shy. So every houses needs to be inspected, and we need to get more champions on board, because we are also trying to get a hold of young people. We're trying to make a group that can be a champion who will create awareness, and also will move around in a lot of city, go into area by area and inspect where the houses are not, compounds are well maintained, and they can come and give a feedback to us, and we'll escalate that matter to the relevant authorities. And we also came to a good solution that there should be more assistance in terms of subsidy or grants into if the property owner have faced issue of that the property has been infested by termite. Some of their cost needs to be subsidized, because not every individual is able to afford the renovation. If a report has been inspected and approved by biosecurity that this particular property is infested by termite, so that needs to go to the relevant ministry, and the ministry approves for a certain percentage of subsidy to the owner of that property, so that the owner is able to renovate, so that the termite is not spread to other areas of in the Lautoka area or any other parts of Lautoka. And also we are trying to create awareness through social media platforms and through email communications to how we can address this, because it's they need to take it seriously, and we ask them to discuss that with their customers, the suppliers, or any people meeting them, have a major topic for discussion for termite. Otherwise the Lautoka business community will collapse. Reason is that most of their income will be spent in this renovation, so at the economy, Lautoka business will go down. So that will be a major concern for the country itself. And one of the brilliant idea we managed to get it, that was an outside of the box thinking we could not think of. Everyone was thinking of prevention and treating with chemicals. One of the community group requested that we need to prevent the natural habitats, afforestation. Why? Because we need to protect the predators of termite. It might not be proven, but birds are eating termites, ants are eating termites. Bats also, we have tried to do research, the bats also eat termites, those that live in the dark and swampy places. So that's a natural and most cost-effective way that we can try and control termites. Because if these predators eat termites, there is no need for high, expensive solutions by implementing the spraying and everything. We need to implement more predators. So that's what was one of the brilliant ideas that came up. So we'd like to biosecurity to give us more feedback or research on that, if the predators can be protected, especially in the areas of forest. Thank you very much.